Came running up the stage, and he was like, nah. We don't want you to be doing that. We don't want you to be doing that, right? We don't want you to be doing that. I think you're going to upset, you're going to scare that old little lady who lives in Bournemouth, because we never had no black faces, that amount of black faces on TV at any given one time. So what they said to me, what you need to do is you need to get rid of them locks, get rid of them glasses there, yeah, and then go up on stage, right? So because I was so eager to get on TV, I did as I was told. Not realising that I totally lost the character, because it was really about the character. It wasn't about me going up there without it. So when they introduced me as the Eddie Murphy lookalike, and I walked onto the stage, and everyone just looked at me and went, and I look like Eddie Murphy. Boom! Yeah?
Leather pants.
I got killed, man, for the next 4 years. That's the biggest thing we saw on TV. So when we started to go to St Matthew's Hall down in Brixton and places like that, and the comedy started to open up onto the circuit, I'd walk onto the stage, and people go, "What that?" And I am, and the one from like, you know, it's intriguing. Watch this, boom! Yo, black, come out of the stage, come out, boom! 3 fucking years, and it was depressing, I'm not going to lie to you, right? And then that's when I decided that I realised that I had to move the comedy in a different way. I had to go elsewhere, you know, and so I then ended up going on what was the London Time-Out circuit, right? So the only person who was working the London Time-Out circuit at that time was Felix Dexter. Yeah, because everybody was going out. I always give the youth them a bit of advice. Never ever have a spliff on a late Friday night and watch a shopping channel. Don't do that. Yeah, you want to see the shit that turns up on Wednesday. I've had some crazy shit. I've had a solar powered Bob Brush turn up on me. I don't know why I wanted that, you know what I mean? An abdominizer, a Furby, for fuck's sake. Furby, that's my sensitive side. Abdominizer, because the older you get, you start putting on weight. That's how it is. Do you know what I mean? Guys put it on their bellies, girls, you put it on your thighs and your bum. You know what I mean? Bum gets so big, you can write name in the mud with it. It just happens. Nothing wrong with a big girl. Fuck that shit, man. That's why black guys go out with big women. We love our big women. You know what I mean? We respect you. Yeah. That way when we go on London Transport and we hear, mind the gap, we don't worry about it. Skinny bitches always fall through the gap. Little gust of wind. What are you doing in the gap? I used to go out with a big girl. I stopped though. My girl is what, she was 14, 16. Do you know what I mean? I went above that. I went to size 20, but she was too big. We went food shopping one time. I ain't doing that again. No, man, because no girls. You know when you're at the grape section and you're eating grapes you're not going to pay for, right? No, because you're just testing them, innit? When she was eating apples and oranges. And when I saw her bite the pumpkin, I thought, no. You just bit a pumpkin. Don't need a man, you need counselling, that's what you need. Because I just continued to eat my grapes and something hit me in my leg. And for a minute, I thought, security. Can you imagine a brother like me having to go to prison for that with thieves and murderers? Can you imagine what that would be? Oi, mate, what you there for? Murder, stop a boy, yeah. Boy. What about you, bro? We in here for fried. Yeah, what about you, Rudi, eating grapes? That's not good look. That's not good look. That kind of information gets around the prison. I'm inside there eating grapes. They're going to try and pass around like Kit Kat, and I'm not having that. Trying to get my chocolate pocket, it's not right. It's not right, bro. Because the moment when you say things like that, I say things like that from a white audience, they go, you're being homophobic. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I like my house, I'm not homophobic. I like my house. You know what I mean? I think comedy should be able to talk about everybody and everything. The way that I look at that, if you take a nick up the arse, you should be able to take a joke, because that's some funny shit. I'm crude. That's another thing I get a lot of that. Rude, you're very crude, you're very crude. I think I do pick my words. I think I do think about the things that I say and the jokes that I come out with. You know, I mean, I must admit I was one of the earlier comics who was swearing on stage and people found it quite profound and they found it quite difficult to deal with. But I always felt that I was in front of an adult audience. I never really appealed to the kids. That was never me. I always wanted to be an adult comic because I think it's a combination of words that people find offensive and never ever a swear word by itself. You know what I mean? There are worse words in the world than swear words, aren't there? Words like inheritance tax, those are ones. Yeah, tuition fees. You know what I mean? Congestion charge. You know what I mean? Murder. That's a disgusting word, isn't it? Yeah, but you'd much rather be fucked than murdered, wouldn't you? She's thinking about it. So it is always about getting it in context. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's just, I don't know. I just look at the world in a very kind of obscure kind of a way. I like listening to people, to the young people like Junior, they're talking about being poor and basing everything around that. But you know, the reality of being poor is never easy. It's never an easy thing to deal with. Because every borough that I've gone to, they've always got beggars. You know, there's always beggars. And every single borough you go to, doesn't matter if you're in Kensington, you know what I mean, or if you're in Brixton, beggars are always there, making you feel bad. You're at the cash work, there's a big yellow line that says do not enter that space, and there's always a beggar sitting there with a dog, just giving it, oh, change, oh, change. Always bend down and say, why don't you just accept things the way they are? Why do you want change? I mean, why should I give him the hard-earned cash money that my wife gave me? You know what I mean? Damn hard for that cash money. I'm just sitting there just giving it, oh. I'm like, look at my overdraft, at least you got fuck all. You got fuck all? I've got bills to pay, motherfucker. Yeah, have a look at the screen. I don't mind, have a look. There's the mortgage. Underneath that, that's the council tax. Below that, yeah, that's the gas bill. Gas bill comes 4 times a year, doesn't it? Every time it comes, it's an estimate. Estimate! And then you take a look at the meter reading and you're like, right, that's not a bad estimate. I think I'll pay that estimate. That's spot on, that's spot on. Kids, that was another one. Alright, how many got kids in here? How many got kids?
Yeah.
Respect, man. Yeah, I'm a granddad. Granddad, man. He's 13 now, my grandson. Yeah. 13. I remember going to a sports day. That was an amazing event. Amazing, man. Because I didn't know if you're a grandparent, you go to your grandchild's sports day, they ask grandparents to race. I didn't know, but when I found out, I turned up with my spikes. I wasn't going to lose. You get competitive, you know what I mean? Hey, you get some guy in a Zimmer frame in a wheelchair, fuck that shit. Mind you though, the guy in the wheelchair had a motor, and that's all right. I'll get back in the 3-legged race. The kids, I feel sorry for the kids. I genuinely do. Do you know what I mean? Because my eldest is 31. Then I've got a 13-year-old daughter. Then after that, I've got she's now 8. And then I've got an 8-year-old daughter. You know. And I was watching the riots because everybody, you all saw the riots, didn't you? You know. Are you guys off? Yeah. Sorry. Are you going to get your sister? So take Harley off. Go get your sister. They can't all fit in the same car for fuck's sake.
Come here, go get our sister.
Damn, 18. You know what we should do? We should all hide, fuck it, and then when they come back, that would be fun. Yeah, it's nice now. I think it's opened up because now you're hearing about different cultures. So we've got Somalians, we've got Ghanaians, we've got Nigerians, we've got Trinidadians, we've got many, right? Got black Trini, got black Trini.
There's a lot of Trini on here today, boy.
I noticed, man.
It's like a smell with our like a long time away. But anyway, right, the last question.
Yeah.
I don't want you to die, but when you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, when I die?
When you die, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it will happen. But your legacy, what do you want to be remembered for?
That's a hard one.
I know, that's why I asked the question.
I just want I guess I just want my kids to think to themselves that if you, no matter what people may say, so long as you believe in oneself and you have the conviction of what you truly believe in, that you can achieve it. And if that's what I leave my kids with, that's the most important thing to me. Because I got girl children and I don't want them depending on no man.
That's what I'm telling my girl. I said, don't look at me for money. Look at your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure and a privilege. This is a long-time friend.
Nice.
I watched him.
Yeah.
I seen him in the crowd.
Was it Strap or not Strap?
It was Chess with Fellas.
That's right, that's right.
When we used to do the bit there.
Yeah.
Mr. Palmer.
Keith, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
See, someone would know.
They don't know, Keith. No, you know what? These are strap. Wait, hold on. Strap for people. Let me hear you.
Yeah, but you know, goodness gracious me and all them, that's where they come from.
Yeah, from Keith.
He's out of chats. Yes,
Keith. From Keith.
That's where they came from.
From Keith. Yeah.
And they went on a real McCoy, and then the next thing you know, they run their own thing. And we get kick off.
We get kick off. You know what? I asked him to do a gig, you know. Yeah, and that's the story. Guys, give it one more time for Rudi Lickwood. We'll give it one more time.